that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive, trying to...
Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these
There he goes. Got some room under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like we did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
We're trying to go to the slant. It's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. complete. Would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after the fumble. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And they get him down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Well, jet sweep pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Snap it to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a fourth down and 3. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Big guy smells it. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going for 6. Touchdown, Irish! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To throw, it's Hines. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Larson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Quarterback gets past the marker. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Next, going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air. It's Hines. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gordon. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and to try to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewlett, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Hines. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Complete in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Moving away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Back to pass, it's Hines. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's caught.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to keep it in the air. There's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He leaves it with his back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's open on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10.
Charcoal! Charcoal! Charcoal!
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little screen to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Here we go, sack!
Quick release on the RPO. Fights off a defender. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the left. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It swings. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Military, stun.
Pulls it, fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for second down. Oh, better look out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Boilermakers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a grab at the 10. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance.
Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have... They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and